Hello everyone and welcome to another video from me, and today I want to take a closer look at a product, a tool holder which I have shown into my miniature Supra video. I have showed that I was holding the body of the Supra so that I could add the details, especially the headlamps. Some people have sent me messages asking me what exactly was the tool that I was using, and in fact this is the tool. It is made by UStar, and as you can see it is a 2-in-1 tool holder, and that's because it can serve as a tool holder over here, as a part holder, let's call it like that, and also as a miniature photo etch bender, as can be seen in this picture right here. If we take a look at the box, we can see that the actual product model is UA-90633, and I got mine from AliExpress. I have seen several sellers that are actually selling this particular tool holder, so if you're interested, you might take a look over there. On one side, we can see some pictures showing us the function of the tool holder, the flexibility of how it can be bent into different sections regarding on the particular job that you want to do, while on the other side we have some more pictures of the holder, how it can be adjusted as I've said, and also of the photo etch bender over there. Once again, the model, and at the bottom, thank you for buying our products. Yes. Let's open it up and take a look at the contents. So as could be seen, it was very well packed, very nice packing. Over here we have a bag with 6 tool holders, an Allen key, and also a piece of metal that helps you bend the photo etch parts once they are attached to the tool holder. And then we have the actual holder right here. The red knob is used to open and close the jaws, the movable jaw, right here, while the blue one can be turned slightly so that you can adjust the angle as necessary. As you can see, it can turn over here, right, like this, 360 degrees, while front and back it can be turned at several angles to help you achieve that position as required depending on the job that you are doing. Now, let's begin by opening the jaws fully so that you can see so that is the maximum it can be taken out like this. Okay, so let's put it back in. So that's the job of the tool holder. Okay, so we have the opening and closing part, and then we have the pins that actually hold our parts together. Let's empty the contents. The piece of metal for the photo etch, Allen key, and the 6 pins. Let's first concentrate on the 6 pins, and these can be attached in a different configuration. We have all those holes that can accept the pins. And if, for example, let's say you are working on a rim, on a 1:24 wheel, you can simply, like that, okay, so it is attached in place. These black pieces are soft rubber pieces so that they will not damage the part that you actually attach. Let me bring you a closer view. As you can see, it is held in place right there, and now I can also open and turn it facing my position, close it back in, and I can work on the rim, for example, adding the little valve details or drill or whatever job is necessary. As you can see, you have the angle facing you, and you can work without any problems. So that is a 1:24 rim. Obviously, it can be opened, as I've shown earlier, to accommodate even larger parts. However, when you have smaller parts, like for example this disc brake, let me bring you a closer look. For example, I have this disc brake and I want to work on this disc brake. What I do is I attach the pins into the middle ones, open again, close, and now I can work on the disc brake by adjusting the pins to a closer location. And now I can work on the disc brake, for example, to add silver to the brakes or even paint the middle part in a different color. The possibilities are endless. Whatever your job is to hold it in place, this tool will do it for you, so that you don't have to see how exactly you're going to hold the part while painting it. It is quite sturdy in place, so that gives you the possibility to work much better. Now let me give you some dimensions. I have opened it all the way. Okay, so if I turn the screw a little bit more, the front part will fall off from the screw. So this is the maximum that can be opened to work with. And taking some dimensions, you can see that it is 45 millimeter. So the maximum openable length is 45 millimeter, while the maximum width is around 15 millimeter. So that's something that you might want to consider regarding the opening of the jaw. If we take it like this from one side to the other, the maximum, it is around 48 millimeter. So you would know, once the jaws are opened and the pins inserted, you will know the maximum length of items that this tool can actually hold. And now I'm going to turn it to the side so that I will have full access to the miniature photo-etch bender. The photo-etch bender regarding size is around 40 millimeter square. There we go. So the maximum is 40 millimeter. The photo-etch benders, similar ones that are bought separately, are much bigger, so that's why I'm calling it a miniature photo-etch bender. And the job is just like the other photo-etch benders, to open the screw right there until you have access to put your photo-etch beneath, and then there is this metal piece right here to help you bend your piece of photo-etch. Let's make a demonstration. For example, I have this piece of scrap photo-etch part right here. Let's put it beneath the bender where it needs to be exactly bent. Fully tighten it so that it is held sturdy in place. Insert the metal piece all the way and turn it upwards like that, so that you will have that photo-etch bending capabilities. It's a good tool if you don't already own a photo-etch bender. There are other brands that make this particular tool holder. However, this is the only one that I've seen as a 2-in-1, and since I don't own a particular photo-etch bender like this, for me it was a good possibility to buy a 2-in-1, because now I also have a photo-etch bender together with the tool holder that I was looking forward to. Regarding the Allen key, why do they give you an Allen key? The Allen keys are over here at the bottom, and these holes, those are where the Allen keys are located. You can see them over here, and I'm guessing that the reason for that is to unscrew the Allen key, and then you could take the tool out of the rotating ball, which can be seen over there, maybe for cleaning, or I'm not sure exactly why. However, they give you the Allen key so that you can actually disassemble the tool holder in place. So that is all from me. I really hope that you find this video useful, helpful. If you have any more questions about this 2-in-1 tool holder from UStar, you can write in the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer to any of your questions. And I thank you all for watching, and please subscribe to keep updated with my contents, and I will see you all into my next video. Thank you once again for watching.